What's up? What's up? What's up? Can everybody hear me? Let me get rid of my com. All right. What's up, everybody? We're going to get into the best plays today. Let's see. Let's let everybody get in before we start breaking everything down real quick. Let everybody work their way in here, and then we'll get into it. Am I live everywhere? I'm curious if everything worked right. Let me see. Let me see if we live everywhere. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, is the echo bad? Is there echo? Somebody said there's an echo. Is there really? Yeah, the mic is echoing. For real? Hold on. Let's see if I can figure this out. I don't know why. That's weird. Already cashed in over 3.5Ks for Walker Buehler on Novig. That's what's up. It's still bad? Damn, my mic's fucked up. Hold on a second. Let me see real quick. Do the audio. We good now? Is this better? Did it get better? Is that any better at all? Let me see some. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we good. Is that any better? Oh, it's way worse? Some people are saying that's good. Some people are saying it's way worse. Are we good or what? Can you hear me? Does it sound dreadful? Let me know. Everybody good? Yo, what it do? Cam J, what's up? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Appreciate y'all. How do I grant permissions on this shit? How do I do that? There's a slight revert. I don't know why. That's weird. That's weird. As long as it's okay and y'all can hear me okay, we good. I sound far away. Maybe it's not picking up the headset. Maybe it's not picking up the headset. It should be though. That is my main turn the volume up a little bit. Let me see. What if I unplug it and plug it back in? Hold on. We good now? Now are we good? Now are we good? All right, so I'm not gonna see the chat over on Twitch, which is unfortunate. Just because it's not showing me right now. I should have accepted a few things before I came on. We all good now? Okay. I should have checked a few things before I came on, but instead I didn't. So you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so we're live on Twitch, we're live on X, we're live on YouTube, all that good stuff, man. So welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. In this live, we're gonna break down the best plus EV plays that we got available for us on the board right now. So we just gonna talk overall all the best plays that we got available right now, plus EV wise, when it comes to everything, whether it comes to NBA, MLB, NHL, whatever. We'll go to the game center. We'll check out money lines, run lines, all that stuff. If you haven't joined Props Made Easy yet, you need to. There's the tools that we'll be using in the live stream right here, as you can see on the stream. Let me refresh, and then we'll start going through it, man. I'm not going to waste too much time. Probably be on here about, 30 to 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, and then we'll get straight to it. Where's the volume? What do you mean? You can't hear me? Y'all, y'all are throwing me off with this. Can y'all hear me or no? Can everybody hear me okay or no? Or nah? Okay, we're good. All right. You haven't done live in a minute, Cam. I went live yesterday. I went live yesterday, man. I definitely want to go back to going live with y'all for sure. We used to go live all the time, and then it's been a little bit of a little bit since we've been going consistent live. But I definitely want to get back into it, especially now that we're on this zone of trying to get we're trying to get people, on that plus EV route and playing the right way, understanding how things work, continuously to continue playing plus EV as well. Um, even though they may be having a tough time, they may lose or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Teaching people to understand that, look, at the end of the day, it's gambling if you're not playing plus EV. If you're playing plus EV, then you don't have to claim it gambling because at the end of the day, long term, you're going to be profitable. So, but you got to stick to it though. That's the main thing. All right. So let's take a look at what we got here, man. So as I've been talking about, we have a certain rule book we like to follow, right? When it comes to what plays we take. First of all, 5% or higher EV. 5% should be your minimum. You don't need to play any 4, 3 EVs, none of that. 5% EV should be your minimum. Now, a lot of EV tools out in the market, you have to pay $50 plus to see plus EV. At Approximate Easy, it's only $20 a month to see plus EV. You can click on a player's card, see their history rate and all that stuff on their lines and all that good stuff. Okay, you can see all the way up to last season. Everything that you could possibly want is right here. AI technology simulating the game 10,000 times to give you player projection data as well. But what we're focused on most is the best plus EV spots on a consistent basis. Every single day, every single leg of any slip you create needs to be plus EV. And the best way that you can play EV and just be the sharpest you can be is by playing straight bets. Straight bets plus EV. Let me refresh. And then let's get straight into it. So straight bets plus EV. That in turn means that the DFS books aren't really something you want to target technically. Like the pro bettors aren't really doing a ton of the DFS books. Like now you're going to get some plays that are solid, but a lot of times some of the best plays are going to be on the other shit, right? Some of the other play, like the best plays you're going to find are going to be on some other books. So if you go to select all on Approximate Easy and it pulls this up, right? This is going to show you the absolute best EV spots. Now, Nurkic, over 7.5 points you can get on Novig at plus 110 odds. Consensus odds are minus 125 across 36 books available on this line. AI simulation projection on the over as well. And again, we're looking for consensus books as well, over 30. So we want that sample of consensus books to also be over a certain threshold. We need over 30 consensus books. All right, and we need over 5% EV. Obviously, this is huge EV play out of Nurkic here, over 7.5 points. All right, consensus is minus 125 on his over, 36 books. All right, so this is a good spot there. Austin Reeves rebounds assists. We're not going to get too much involved in. Why? Because it only has 11 books built into its consensus. Only 11 books has his rebounds assists right now. That's not a good enough sample. We want to make sure we're checking as many boxes as we can, and every single play we play is super sharp, right? And meets a certain threshold. Amen Thompson over 22.5 points plus rebounds. You can grab it on BetMGM at plus 100 odds. Huge EV. Consensus odds are minus 126 on the over 22.5 points plus rebounds across the industry, and 31 books make up that consensus odds. So it's got over the threshold of books that we're looking for, as well as being amazing EV. So always good. Kyle Filipowski over 28.5 PRA. You can get at plus 102, solid EV, but what's the problem with him? There's only 12 books available for it. All right, that's not the sample we're looking for. Okay, the bigger the sample we can get from these consensus books, the more solid we're gonna feel about these EV spots. All right, so you don't want an EV spot that's huge EV. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want a spot that's huge EV, but yet it's only from 5 books. Because, I mean, the sample of the books is just too low, in my opinion. Okay, and there may be some people who don't have a minimum of 30. I choose to have a minimum of 30 just because I want the highest sample I could get. You know what I mean? Amen couldn't hit 17.5 the other night. That's fine. The other night's the other night. Let's see. Denny Avdila Over 14.5 rebounds, assists. Dude's been absolutely eating. Minus 110, you can get this on Bet365. Minus 137 of the consensus odds on his over rebounds, assists of 14.5 across the industry of 33 books. So it meets our 30 threshold. AI simulation projection on the over as well. Minus 110 odds on Bet365. Now, do we want this at minus 130? No. We don't want it at minus 130. Why? Because the EV won't be the same. We want it where the tool is telling us to take it at. Okay, so you want it at the minus 110. And if you can't get it at minus 110, you need to get it as close to minus 110 as you possibly can. That's the goal. Let's keep going. Let's keep seeing all of these. None of the consensus books are over 30. While they are good EV, they're not over our threshold of 30 books. So we're still going down. Asor Thompson sticks out like a good one. Over 12.5 points at plus 100 on Bet365. Consensus odds are minus 120 on the over across 49 books. So really good sample. AI sim projection on the over as well. Isaiah Hartenstein under 20.5 PRA as plus 100 on DraftKings for his under 20.5 PRA. Consensus odds are minus 119 across 52 books. So that's that's a solid sample. AI simulation data on the same side as well. Christian Braun over 2.5 assists. We talk about Novig a lot in these in my videos, and in this live yesterday we talked a lot about Novig because Novig is a site that just tends to have some really good value, not just for NBA but for MLB and all that shit. So you can take full advantage of and this is the big thing that I'm always telling y'all. It's like, man, you gotta take this EV wherever it is. The most successful bettors in the industry have access to every book they possibly can. And it's also good to spread your betting out as well, because if you're winning way too much on one book, they will limit your ass. You feel what I'm saying? So try to diversify. Try to have as many as you can. Plus, that's just the smart EV way to go anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Christian Braun over 2.5 assists, minus 121 on Novig. Consensus odds are minus 147 across the industry of 35 books that are taken into this. Christian Braun over 2.5 assists is a really good one at minus 121. Keldon Johnson over 14.5 points at minus 100 on Novig. Minus 119 consensus odds out of 41 books taken for that. So again, it's over our 30 threshold, over our 5% EV, then of course we want it. All right? I mean, it's that simple. It's really not hard, man. You always see the members of Props Made Easy. The biggest benefit to Props Made Easy is you're able to find the top EV in the matter of seconds. Like, I probably spend 30 minutes total making all of my slips using Props Made Easy. And I don't use anything else but Props Made Easy. Because look, I helped create Props Made Easy to take every data point that I know you need to be successful. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's other sites out here to get EV data. You got to spend $50+ a month. You're spending a lot of your bankroll that a lot of y'all don't have on the tool instead of in your slips. And at the end of the day, you're not going to have near the success as anyone else if you don't have a tool like this. Plain and simple, because you're just not aware of all. There's so many lines out there in so many different places to take plus EV. Like, you have to have a tool like this to be able to be on top. Plain and simple. To win real money, you have to have access to a tool like this. Professional bettors do everything. Like, everybody got access to tools like this. That's why over 18,000 people use Props Made Easy already. There's a reason for that. Because the shit is only $20 and gives you plus EV data that you would find on other tools that are over $100. It's stupid. So it's just the more affordable version. Let's go and look at MLB real quick. I want to check out some MLB. I don't have a ton of MLB slips made today. Sorry if y'all hear me gulping and shit. I'm thirsty as fuck. Y'all know every time I come on these live streams, my mouth be getting all dry. I need water. Okay. Okay, real quick. So, since I've been talking heavy on this EV stuff, right? A lot of people have hit me up and was like, what if I'm in a DFS state where I can only play DFS, so I have to pair? In that situation where you can't do straight bets, right, and you have to pair up, then you need to still, same idea, same concept. Every slip you make, every leg of your parlay needs to check off those boxes that we look for. Over 30 consensus books, at least over 30. That way you're getting a good sample of sportsbook data built into it. Over 5% EV. It's not hard. It's simple mindset. You got to really program your head to where, hey, every bet I make is going to be plus EV. And if you want to go off EV and play something negative EV, like some big ass, dumbass parlay, then you can. Don't worry. I'm not saying you can't never have fun. Who doesn't like to play those fucking big ass parlays where you put $2 in and win 10,000 if it hits, which you're not going to hit those very often. But nonetheless, those minus EV type of plays, of course you can have fun with it, but a fraction of your bankroll needs to go on that, not your normal unit size. All right. The plan is, sorry y'all, by the way, let me just update y'all before y'all fucking judge me and shit. My allergies are whooping my ass today, so if I sound nasally, that's why. Okay, you don't need to talk shit in the comments. If I sound nasally, I got allergies and I got a slight headache. Okay? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, every leg of your slip, if you're on a sports book where you can't play straights, needs to just be EV. Plain and simple. I've been locking on the 30 at least. Exactly. That's great, Rodney. Great to hear, brother. Alvarado just hit on Hard Rock with the tools. Single player play double my money. I love it, brother. Great. Straight bet. Love it. Love it, man. All right. Okay, so Jeremiah, Prize Picks has Hartenstein 20.5 PRA. Would you take it there under also? The payout structure is different. Like, so you want to take Hartenstein's straight bet at those odds he was at more than you want to take it on Prize Picks. Why? Because the EV is much better there. Again, that's why I always talk about how these other regular sports betting sites like the Fliff, Novig, Rebet, ProfitX, all these different sites that have kind of started to bloom up in popularity, those sites are a little bit better than the DFS sites because you're getting better odds and you're able to straight bet. You feel what I'm saying? Like the payout structure on Prize Picks and those other sites, like it's not as good. So for example, no, I wouldn't play the Hartenstein at 20.5 PRA like we saw the line at. I want to play it where Props Made Easy told me I need to play it, or I need to play it at odds really close to that. If you're only on Prize Picks, focus on only looking at the Prize Picks spot on Props Made Easy. Only focus on Prize Picks if that's all you can play. Let's refresh real quick. Now, if you're on mobile on Props Made Easy, I'm never on desktop for Props Made Easy. Like the only time I'm on desktop for Props Made Easy is on these lives, just so I can show y'all the screen and all that stuff. When it comes to using the tools, it's so much better on mobile. Like you go on Props Made Easy, sign up if you haven't already. It's only $20 a month. You go to the PME tools page and it fits the screen perfect. Refreshing the tools, you just slide down real quick and it'll refresh real time. So it's great. Ben Rice first at bat hit his line. I love it, Rick. Hey man, plus EV. Plus EV, you already know. And look, guess what? The best side about plus EV and staying dedicated and playing the absolute sharpest plays is that even if Ben Rice didn't hit his line, we know that if we continue playing it, we're going to end up profitable on a line like that. So I'm on mobile, but I can't find demons. Let me show you. I've had a few people ask me that. So I'm going to NBA Demons and Goblins on Props Made Easy. If you go to here, it's got two selected. It's got Goblins and Demons. Demons aren't showing here because Demons season hit percent are not going to be near as high as the Goblins. So to see Demons, just uncheck Goblin. There you go. They're the best Demon options based off of season hit rate. Anthony Davis over 9.5 rebounds. He's hit this in almost 71% of the season. All right, so uncheck Goblin to see Demons. It's that simple on MLB and NBA. Anyways, MLB, let's look at the best EV over on MLB, y'all. Select all, update. All right, let's take a look. Amazing play with Jake Irvin. Jake Irvin over 3.5 strikeouts on Novig. Who has Novig? Hey, Cam, what happened to fantasy? I was eating off fantasy. So fantasy, okay, so the problem with the fantasy scores and those type of things is that, again, your what am I trying to say? Your sample size from consensus won't be big enough to be playing sharp. Like those type of props, those markets are not sharp spots. Okay? So honestly, if you have access to other sports books where you can play other better EV spots, I would do that. I wouldn't force a fantasy. Plus, like, even on, like, let's say you take 3 books and find out by the odds and stuff. You try to find a fantasy score, and then you compare that to the odds and all that stuff. You still only got like a 3 to 5 book consensus for that. You feel what I'm saying? So the consensus just isn't good enough for that. I would, if you want to be a sharp better, those aren't the type of markets you need to bet, to be honest with you. Jake Irvin over 3.5 strikeouts. Grab it at minus 120 on no vig. Consensus odds are minus 153 over 57 book sample on the over 3.5 strikeouts. So this is the type of shit we're looking for, man. This is amazing EV, amazing spot. Anybody on Vivid Picks? Vivid Picks is a DFS site. You don't usually see this type of EV, but only 21 books baked into it. This is how they try to get you. They're like, hey, look at how great this EV is here over here on our DFS book. Don't you want it? But then, hey, the super sharp bettors are going to say, there's only 21 books baked into that consensus going against this, so I'm going to pass on it. Whereas a lot of people would be like, oh, yeah, let me take it because it's a huge EV. We're staying disciplined. Discipline is one of the biggest things in this industry, man, and not looking for immediate gratification. Like, in a world that we are in this sports betting world, you can't expect immediate gratification. It's like anything in life. Are you just going to attempt something? I mean, some people are like this, are this way. Like, they'll attempt something, and if they fail, they'll give up immediately. That is the worst way to live life. The more shots you take, the more failure you have in life, the more successful you will end up being in the long run. You have to fail. Failure is one of the best things that you can experience in life. Being homeless back when I was in my late teens was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Why? Because now I have this drive within me to never feel that again. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a great thing. I'm no MLB guru. I got Ben Rice straight from the Props Made Easy. I'm taking the bet Props Made Easy gives me. Hey, I love it, brother. I love it, man. And yeah, Ben Rice, I heard that Ben Rice hit already. That's what's up. Kyle Stowers, over 0.5 bases. You can grab it minus 105 over on Fanatics. 9.46 EV percent. Consensus odds are minus 127 on the over 0.5 bases for Kyle Stowers out of 39 books. So again, it checks every box. These are the types of plays we want. If you have Fanatics, go grab this at minus 105. Again, let me reiterate. Just because this play is here, does this mean I want Kyle Stowers at minus 120 if on DraftKings, for example? No, because the EV is not going to be the same at minus 120 compared to minus 105. So I want it where it says it is. All right. And again, right now, if you're watching any of my videos and stuff, right now I am going through the regular bettors. My focus is focusing in on the regular bettors, the people who may be newer, and the people, even regular bettors from over the years who just haven't gotten into EV yet and haven't leveled up to that next level following plus EV consistently, and helping them to understand and helping you to understand what it takes to be successful in this industry, man. Because I don't want to see people lose. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to see y'all be those bettors that you see on social media putting every dollar they spend every day on sports betting is on some crazy ass home run parlay, some wild ass fucking big ass parlay that has minuscule odds of hitting, and then they lose over and over and over. The reason you see those type of parlays on social media is because that's good promo if it hits. We're not, look, my job is to make y'all not that gullible and make y'all sharp bettors, plain and simple. So you see some dumb shit like that, you're like, okay, I'll put a fraction of my bankroll on it, but I'm not going usual bankroll on no shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? And if it hits, don't treat them like they're some betting god because they just fucking got lucky. Those are negative EV slips, and if they're playing those, if that's all they play, then they're an idiot, and they're also a loser. They're a losing bettor and an idiot. You feel what I'm saying? All right, what else we got? What else we got? Now, real quick, let's talk about something real quick, and then we'll move on to NHL. So Jake Irvin over 3.5 strikeouts on no vig at minus 120. Kyle Stowers over 0.5 bases at minus 105 on Fanatics. If you can't get it at minus 105, make sure you're getting it super close to minus 105. Okay? Kyle Stowers over hits at minus 110. You want his bases, though, at minus 105. That's the better EV. Now, real quick, favored EV. What is favored EV at Props Made Easy? Props Made Easy has a filter on Props Made Easy called favored EV, where we can only look at plays that are already favored. These are plays that throughout the course of a month will hit more consistently, right? But you won't make as much profit as if you keep this unselected and you're just taking the best available. Okay? Yeah. So favored EV is going to give you plays that are already favored on the book they're on. So you're taking lower risk while still making sure you're going over 5% EV and still doing the threshold of 30 consensus books. All right? Let's move on to NHL, see if we got anything crazy for NHL right now. All the books are selected. We're good. We got the minus 140 juice here. I talked about it in the video this morning. Like, I like to stay between plus 150 on the other side of a line to minus 130, personally. Now, people with a lower bankroll, you can go these minus 140s if you want. Like, there's nothing wrong with going Alex Ovechkin over 3.5 shots on goal at minus 140 odds on FanDuel. He's a 7.07 EV. He's minus 166 consensus odds across 48 book sample. So it's great. So over 3.5 shots on goal for Ovechkin at minus 140. Straight bet it. Straight bet it. Lucas Raymond, over 0.5 points, you can grab at minus 138. 7% EV, minus 163 are the consensus on his over points everywhere else. Out of 42 books having this available. Again, another solid play, but it is already juiced. But that's fine. Just focus on playing upper EV. Don't overthink things. All right, let me see. I need to fine-tune Rodney Woods. Let me see what you got. I need to fine-tune my betting. My slip used to have lots of red. Props Made Easy has my slips more green, but I'm missing by one. Should I flex more? So you by you telling me that, I'm imagining that you're playing larger slips. Like, how many legs you playing? If you're on Prize Picks, what are you making? 6 mans? 6 legs? So the 6 legs aren't going to be plus EV slips. Okay? I would try to just 2-man it. You know, I know there's people out there who play DFS and they're like, oh, technically 6-man, blah, 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 blah. It's just, I'm not interested in that type of shit. Like, I'm not that better. I'm not that better that's going to go a 6-man on Prize Picks. It's not me. I don't want that many legs. I'm doing straight bets on most sites. Okay, I'm doing straight bets. And yeah, I'm doing straight bets, or I'm doing 2-mans on Prize Picks. And even if I don't have the EV that I'm looking for on Prize Picks, I'm going one. If they have one pick that checks all my boxes, I'll pair that with a goblin. Like, I'm in this game to make profit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what everybody's mindset needs to be, profit. I see people all the time talking shit to people. Like, some people have a smaller bankroll. They'll bet like $2 on a slip and win and be happy about it. And people are like, oh, you're broke. You're only betting $2. Like, why are you fucking pocket watching? Like, why are so many people worried about what other people doing? There's groups in this betting space that all they do is bitch about other folks. Like, since when is that what we do? We talk shit about other people and focus on other people's shit more than ourselves. How many happy people in life do you think are talking shit about others? None. If you're happy, you're happy. You're not fucking bitching all the time. I can't stand some of the folks that, like, there's some weasels in this motherfucker. Like, there's some real weasels in the betting community. I'm sure y'all have met many in this industry. There's a lot of fucking weasels. Okay? Just don't become a weasel. That's all. That's all I ask of everybody. All right, so let's go to Game Center real quick. You bet 4 to 6 leg bets. Okay, so try to bring that down to 2. If you're having struggles and you're missing by 1, bring it down to 2-mans. All right? Bring it down to 2-mans. Try that. Okay, moving on to Game Center, man. Any bets that y'all like today? Any bets y'all like? Let's see what we got. So as you guys know, I talk about it in my main videos, and I mentioned it in yesterday's live stream as well. I like to bet on the main markets. Now, at Props Made Easy, you've got so many different markets. Second half point spread. Race to 20 points. Like a bunch of shit. Okay? Now, all of these are bettable. But I like to go to the main ones. Why? Because the amount of books built into the consensus is amazing. Mike Deshuda, is it an app? Props Made Easy is not an app, but it's incredibly easy to use on mobile. That's the only way I use it. Like right now I'm on desktop version, but I only use Props Made Easy on my mobile. So yes, it's pretty much an app once you go to the site, sign up. It's only $20 a month. Go to the Props Made Easy, the PME Tools tab, and it looks like it literally fits your screen perfect. It operates like an app. I'm sure everybody in here would tell you like the mobile friendliness of Props Made Easy is on point. So yeah, it's an app, but it's not technically an app. If you're asking about the mobile friendliness, it's great. Dabble must have heard about PME. Their EV used to be crazy. Now barely even check Dabble. Yeah, they've made things a little bit tighter, huh? So as we can see when it comes to the money line market, there's nothing really for NBA on the money line market that we care about for NBA right now. I mean, 3.49 is the highest EV. All right, so we're going to move on. Point spread. 3.17 is the highest EV for point spread. Total points. Now, this is a playable spot. Okay? Boston versus Phoenix. Over 226.5 total points. You can grab this at minus 101 odds on Novig. It's a 4.82, so it's close enough. Especially with 75 books being built into the consensus odds. That is what we looking for, baby. That's what we looking for. So great spot there, man. Team total. Team total. Phoenix Suns over 105.5. You can grab this at minus 102 on DraftKings. Any DraftKings users in here right now, you should probably be locking this one in. Straight bet it. Phoenix Suns over 105.5 team total. You can grab it at minus 102. Consensus odds for this are over minus 115 out of 56 books. 6.13 EV. Great spot for the Dallas Mavericks under 107.5 team total on FanDuel. You can grab it minus 105. Consensus odds are minus 117. Out of 71 books available, 5.28 EV. So again, man, plenty of good options. You can go the Clippers over 118.5 on Hard Rock at minus 105. It's incredibly important you take it where PME is telling you need to take it. Or whatever sites you have available, make sure you just have them selected. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, like we only have that feature for props right now. But for example, let's say you only have Fliff and Novig, right? Fliff and Novig are the only two regular books that you use for straight bets. Go here, click Fliff, and click Novig. Let me take prize picks off. Go to update, and all you will see is the best picks for the books you have access to. Okay? Lock that Novig in, Soul Brother. That's what's up, brother. Let's get it. Let's eat. And remember, y'all, another just another reminder, because it's important. One of the like I said already, one of the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to getting involved in starting to play plus EV is they don't give it enough time to see the benefits of it. Okay? Like long term, you will end up profitable playing plus EV. But you have to have the mental capacity to be able to keep it going. You're going to have losing days. That doesn't mean you played the wrong shit. That just means variance happened. You feel what I'm saying? You got to stick with it. Let's go to MLB Game Center. I'm going to look at the main markets again. I'm on Hard Rock Cam. I just started hitting last night. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Team total. 4.68 is the highest EV for team total for MLB right now. Let's see what else we have. And if I even need to take a 4.68, we may have better. Yeah, I mean, you have a better money line right here. Cleveland Guardians, money line. You can grab it minus 105 on Novig. It's minus 115 on Cleveland across the industry, across 103 books. Yeah, the coins on Novig, the lines are different. The odds that show here on Props Made Easy are the cash side of Novig. So there's two. So the odds are different on the coin side of Novig than it is on the cash side. I've noticed that as well. These are the cash odds, the cash side of Novig odds. Cleveland Guardians money line at minus 105 is a good one at a 103 consensus books. Decent at 4.73. Let's see if we got anything better though. Team total hits, nah. I mean, it's cool, high EV, but that sample size built into it's only 5, so Yeah. Run line. 3.91's the highest. Again, we already know that there's better options, so I don't need to take that run line. Why? Because I already know I have at least a team total option. Nationals over 3.5 team total at minus 105 on Circa. Minus 115 consensus out of 71 books. What was that one I just saw? Was I looking at Moneyline when it came to... Yeah, the Cleveland Guardians one is also a good one to beat LA tonight. Cleveland Moneyline at minus 105 is another good one. Kim, you ready for NFL to come back? I'm ready, brother. I'm ready, man. We got a long wait, though. We got a long wait for NFL to be back, man. But it's cool, man, because MLB is a fun sport to bet, man. It is a fun sport to bet. I know a lot of people don't love MLB, but it's fun, man. Again, we're using propsmadeeasy.com. It's only $20 a month for these tools, cheaper than everywhere else in the entire industry, while also giving you more data than anywhere else. So it's pretty crazy. What else we got, y'all? Let's check NHL Game Center real quick before we head out. We've touched on a lot of shit. Xavier Edwards stolen bases. I don't believe he was popping on the tools as top EV. Anything on Fliff straight bet? Are you asking about Game Center? Are you asking about player props? Let me check NHL real quick. Again, all sports, I like to use the main markets, which would be like puck line. Nothing too crazy, only 26 there. Team total 37. Chicago Blackhawks over 2.5 team total at plus 140 on Circa is a 10 EV. 117 are the consensus odds out of 37 books. So plus 140 is a good one. I like to stay between plus 150 and minus 130 when it comes to the EV that I take, when I take the high EV spots. So you've got a couple good spots there for team total for hockey. Any money lines? No crazy money lines. And I haven't seen a bunch of fliff lately during this live stream, so probably not a lot of fliff options, but we'll check. Let's do NBA. And then let that refresh. Click on it, go to fliff. All right. So yeah, we got some options on fliff. Straight bets. Luka Doncic over 27.5 points at plus 105 on fliff. He is minus 118 across 51 books to go over 27.5, but yet you get him as an underdog at plus 105 on fliff. So great spot there on Luka Doncic. Straight bet. That would be the only straight bet I'd go for NBA for fliff. Let's check MLB. Luka balling tonight. Plain and simple. Luka is balling tonight. Just hit 200 on Prize Picks. That's what's up, brother. Love to hear it, man. The more and more people we can get locked in at Props Made Easy and taking the top EV plays, it turns everybody immediately from being a regular bettor and consistently losing and getting their ass whooped, wondering what they're doing wrong, to immediately getting shit right. And I love to see it. When it comes to baseball, we don't have shit. A 3.7 EV is the best option. Let's check hockey. There is no fliff hockey right now that is promoting at the moment. Back to Game Center. If we just look at fliff, let's see. I got props made easy. I'm going to use it on fliff, yeah. Choose the top EV with over 30 books. Exactly. So over 5% EV. If you need to write this stuff down, do it, man. It's like you're in class right now. If you need to write down notes just to make sure you stay dedicated on what you're supposed to do, over 5% EV while also having over 30 books built into the consensus. And utilizing Props Made Easy, you can easily see the consensus books built in right there on the player's card. So it's great to have. Straight bets. If you do minus 130, 30 plus books, then cool, but really just focus on taking the top EV. The top EV. Don't worry about the odds you're getting it at. Don't really worry too much about that. When it comes to player props, none of them are going to be plus 300. So don't worry about the odds. The main focus is going to be 5% or higher EV while also having 30 or more books built into the consensus odds. That way we know we got a good sample size. So right now I'm just checking fliff. Somebody mentioned fliff, so I'm checking fliff across all the books. I mean, nothing too crazy. You got hockey for tomorrow. Maple Leafs first period money line 3-way at plus 135 at 4.37. So it's slightly under our 5 EV at a 42 book consensus. So that definitely gives you some good comfort. Um, you could be patient and wait until something 5% or higher pops in, which it will. Um, so yeah, up to you. Drop a like down below, by the way, if you haven't already, man. If you're watching on Twitch, what's up? I'm sorry if you guys have been commenting over there. I don't have the chat up on Fliff right now. Sorry, on Twitch. I don't have it in front of me. I'll get it fixed for the next live, and I'll be able to see y'all and answer y'all's questions as well. I had a few permissions I had to accept for Twitch to be able to see y'all's chat before I went live, and now that I'm live, I can't do it. So yeah, so I apologize. What's up to everybody over on X? Shout out to everybody who's watched the live stream today, man. Hopefully I was able to help y'all to kind of just develop a little bit more knowledge on how you need to be playing EV, how you can utilize props made easy to get the best plays, and to consistently just raise your bankroll, man. My goal, like I've said, is raise y'all's unit size from $1, $5, $10, wherever you might have it right now, to $100 units. Every bet you place, $100 on it. Straight bet, $100. That's what I want to get y'all to where you're playing straight bets consistently. You're playing EV. Even when you have a negative day. I've had days where I've lost thousands of dollars in a single day. I'm telling you this so you understand. Okay? I've had days where I've lost thousands of dollars in a single day playing plus EV. Just because you lose sometimes doesn't mean it's the wrong strategy. The next day, I continue playing plus EV and went up 5,000 in a single day. So I lost a couple thousand. The next day I went up 5. What does that mean? I'm in profit 3K over 2 days. Some people may have lost that 2K and given up on the strategy and thought it was shit. I need y'all to not be that way. I need y'all to understand what it is in this game and how you need to go about it. Losses are going to happen. Just stay on track. EV is the only way to be successful. It's the only way, man. That's it. In this game, plus EV is the only way, man. If you're not playing plus EV, you're going to lose. And you're a minus EV better. You're not a sharp. If you want to be considered a sharp, I know a lot of people like that name. If you want to be considered that, then plus EV is the only thing that makes you that. So if that's what you want to be. But no matter what you do, there's going to be people out here in this community that fucking hate you. You feel what I'm saying? That are going to talk shit about your bet. And that's just because, look, there's some fucking unhappy motherfuckers in this bitch. Okay, let's let them stay unhappy. Let them stay the little weasel nerds they are. And we just going to keep making money. That's what we do. You feel what I'm saying? Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Happy Friday. Y'all be safe this weekend. I'm not going to go live this weekend because it's my family time, as well as I do my normal. I put my bets and stuff over at Greenlight DFS, as well as the DFS lineups and stuff. So I will be busy this weekend. But I will see y'all Monday. Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central. Save it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification icon. It'll let you know every time I go live. Hopefully I was able to touch on everything for you guys and make y'all a little bit better today than you were yesterday. That's the goal. Jeremiah, I will see you later. Soul brother, appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you. I will see y'all in the next